Because if n happens to be 0, does it make sense to divide by 0? Do you understand that? If n happens to be 0, can you divide by 0? It's not possible. But you have to eliminate the fact that, oh, but we already know n cannot be 0, so it's okay to divide for whatever the value of n is. And that's when this actually makes sense. Okay? And that's why I put that remark in bracket for you. Miss? Did you see the remark? Or you didn't even check it?
Oh, no, I didn't.
You didn't? Okay, that's alright. So then this can continue just like this one. Alright? And if you divide, you get 97 divided by 3 less than n. So, which means n is greater, right? And it's going to look like that one. Just minor observation. A lot of this you'll still come across as you move from this level to Form 5 and Form 6. So, you don't need to worry, just grab this knowledge. The last one is this. 3a. Okay, 3a. 3a says, show that n equals 20. Right?
So the answers are equal.
So you should be able to get n equals 20. So what I noticed some of you doing is, you found the un. I saw this in about 2, 3, or 4 people. Un a plus n minus 1 into d. Then I got un, then a and d were substituted. Because you already know the sequence is actually 6, 11, and so on. I think, is that the sequence of shapes?
Yeah.
Aha. Then you have 6 plus 5n minus 5. And un actually is 5n plus 1. So the next thing I saw from a lot of people is, because it says show that n equals 20. No, can you read that, Candy?
Given the figure n contains 101 line segments, show that n equals 20.
Figure n has 101 what?
Segments.
Segments. Segment? Okay. Line segment. Okay. Line segment. Okay. Figure n contains 101 line segments. Show that n is 20. You don't start from what I expect you to prove to me. You start from what you know. Your final step should be what I want you to show me. So because the question says show that n is 20, n is equal to 20 should only be seen in the last step. But what I noticed some of you did was to say, if you put n is equal to 20, this is not showing. This is you testing what you already know. Am I making sense?
Yes.
It's like, oh, show that this is face mask. Then you went to the market, you bought face mask, then you show me how it is 1. No. I expect you to produce, oh, when I put this together, yes, show that I get a face mask. Then you went to somebody who has already produced it, then you brought it and you said, you see, because when you wear face mask, this is what it should look like. So I'm showing you this face mask. Do you understand what I'm trying to pass across here? So this is not the way to show. And that's why I take a point away from some of you. Okay, this is not the way to show. So if you want to show, even if you do this, what I expect you to do is, if 5n plus 1 is equal to 101, then you work it out and you get n is equal to 20. You have shown it. Not the other way around. Some people did not even do all this. They just started with if un is equal to 20, a plus n minus 1, d is equal to 20, they substituted, and you don't have to get this first. That's my point. Okay? So these are the minor things. Every other thing looks good. Even number 5, the logarithm. I am so impressed. Can you see how a previous topic came back now?
I don't understand.
You didn't understand how to do that? Okay. So you can imagine, it's just a previous topic. I think that's one of the last 2 topics we did. And it's coming back. Shall we do the correction to that of that folly? Because he said he couldn't do that. So let's do that. I believe you got my message here. I don't need to take a picture or anything. Okay, good. So let's do the logarithm one, which is the last question. Okay. Oh no. Please don't tell me I gave my purple marker to Mr. Long. I was going to give him blue. I wanted to give him one of these. No. All right.
Just pretend it's purple.
No, I'm just going to go steal it back.
Oh, mixed bread.
So we don't know the difference anymore. Let's put it back on his desk. And just take the bubble. Don't tell your dad.
So just mix it
If he finds out, we know the snake, right? If Mr. Lund finds out I switch this thing, we know who is snitch in this class.
Snitches guessed it.
It's gonna be Justin. All right. Okay, so question 5. Can you give us what the question says, please?
Do you want to just get it?
Oh
It's too
yeah.
long.
Let me just get that. Give this to Miss Joey.
Thank you. Welcome.
It looks like some manuscripts. Put in this manuscript. This is how you take your book to the publisher. All right. In an arithmetic sequence, let's focus, please. U1 is log AB to base K. U2 is log B to base K. This bracket is actually a redundant bracket. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
It's useless.
That's okay.
If you get it out, everybody's fine. So why is it there? It's like, you employ 1 million people. Okay, nobody employs 1 million. You employ 5 people. Actually, you only need 1. You just brought the rest up because they're your cousin, you need to give them money. So they are redundant staff. You just get them out of the system. Let them watch video game. After all, you're going to give them money anyway. So why so mean to your little brother, pretending to employ him just to give him some cookies? Some of you are not so nice, Anyway. So we have that where K is greater than 1. And we know that A, B is greater than 0. Those are the preambles. All right. Show that D is that negative log A base K. We want to show. Again, don't start from there. How do we find our D normally? It will be U2 minus U1. U2 is log AB to base K. U1 is log, my bad, log B. And this is AB to base K, right? Then we apply the law of logarithm. This divided by this. Okay? That will be log to base K 1 over A. Then it becomes log to base K, A to the power negative 1. Of course, the bracket is redundant. I can get it off. Then this comes here. Minus 1 log K to base K, which is 1. So, wait, no. Sorry, A. My bad. I think I didn't get enough sleep. That's what my form 5 will say if I write rubbish on the board. Oh, Mr. Daniel didn't get enough sleep. So you see, nobody talked about D being this until the end. This guy never showed up in your solution. Until the end. That's how to show. So you don't put it in the beginning and try to justify why it makes sense. That's not how to prove. Okay? So B. B says, let A be K to the power 4, B be Joey. Are we here?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You could actually put that preview whatever down. No, that's script.
Yeah, I know, but good.
So you can actually see from the way you're sitting. Thank you. So let A be that and B be that. We are interested in, how do you say this? Summation of UN from n equals 1 to 10. Thank you.
Wow.
So sigma notation, in case anyone is confused about it, is in the worksheet, and I actually planned that we practice some things on sigma notation today. Okay, so if time permits, we'll do a few, and the rest can be practiced later on your own. We're actually done with AP. The rest is just application. And be able to identify when this question, especially what problem is AP, when it is GP, and things like that. All right? But by Monday, we'll start GP fully. Okay, let's move on. Have I ever mentioned sigma in this class?
Yes. Yes.
So it means summation. So basically, this means U1 plus U2 plus U3, and you continue, you don't stop until U10.
It's not just S10.
Everything is S10. That's what I want to say. So this simply means S10. Okay, so what you have to find here is just, instead of saying, oh, find S10, you just put it in sigma notation. It's just to confuse you. Don't be confused. Many of you actually did this from what I've seen so far, but I'm not sure if you really understand why it is S10. So that's why I really want to mention it. It's like, well, they have to be asking us for F10. I'm just going to write it whether it's right or wrong. And that's a good guess for somebody. Now that we know what A is and B is in terms of K, I recommend, that's not how most of you did it. I recommend you figure out your A and D. In this case, I'm going to avoid calling the first term A. Why?
Because there's
There's a variable A, so we just stick to U1. Okay? So I recommend we figure out our U1. Do we know the U10? We don't know U10, but we know D, right?
Yes.
So you don't have to find U10. Somebody actually did that, found the, I think it was Anson, right? Is it you? So you don't have to go through that step. I gave you all your full points, but you don't have to go through the stress. Alright? You already have your A and D. Just go with U1 and D. Okay. So what I recommend is to avoid simplifying logarithm within S10. Do that before you begin. U1 equals log KAB, which will be log K. Our A is K to the power 4, B is K to the power 16, which is simply log to base K, K20. Yeah? I will simplify 20 log K to base K, so U1 is actually 20. Similarly, we find, I think I come here. Elsie, can you see what I'm writing? Yes. I know I sometimes obstruct your view because of the location. Sorry about that. We had to do this because of social distancing. Yeah? Alright, and Kilon too sometimes, but especially me. So, we find our D. Our D has been proved to be negative log AK. So please do not begin with all this again. Just waste of time. I know some of you are very nice. You like to waste your ink. Please don't waste the time. This will be negative log to base K. A is K to the power 4. So minus 4 now.